Hey kids, one last instruction. When you challenge the person as you're the Christian person with the point of view, remember to give it strongly emotional and clearly. Don't rush through it. Clearly. Okay? Katie? Katie, let your pantyhose down. Action.
My name is Patrick Henry. I was born May 29, 1736 in Virginia. I like to go outdoors a lot. I courted Sarah Sheldon. We were married when I was 18 and Sarah was 16. Sarah and I moved to Hanover Courthouse and we had 2 children, Martha and John. We lived with Sarah's father at a tavern. Across the street was the courthouse where the most important cases were heard. When they were heard, every bed in town would be taken. Cost 75 cents for a bed with 2 sheets. I wonder how much it costs for a dirty bed. Back then, people were divided on what they were fighting for. Some wanted their rights as English citizens, and others wanted freedom from England. But most decided to fight for freedom after reading my favorite speech, "Give me liberty or give me death."
A Christian point of view on Patrick Henry. Your famous words, "give me liberty or give me death," means you would rather die than live the life God gave you. This is very wrong. Ben Franklin. I was born on January 17, 1706. When I was 12, I became an apprentice to my brother James, who was a printer. When I was 17, I wanted to have my own printer shop. I wrote an almanac called Poor Richard's Almanac. It had tides, holidays, cycles of the moon, and many useful sayings. On a dark and stormy night in June 1752, I took my son William outside with me. I flew a kite that had a key attached to the base of the string. A bolt of lightning hit the kite, traveling down the string and hit the key. I touched the key and felt a shock. This proved that lightning and electricity were the same. In May 1775, I was elected to the Second Continental Congress. I went to France to sign a treaty, the Treaty of Paris, with King Louis XVI. I died April 17, 1790. How do I know that?
Now wait a minute, Mr. Franklin. Don't you think it's wrong to work on Sundays? And when you had that kite experiment, in the Heidelberg Catechism it says, "I am not to harm or recklessly endanger myself." I also understand that you are a Quaker, not a Christian. Straighten up, boy!
George Washington. I was born in the year 1732 in Virginia. When I was 14, I became a surveyor. Soon after, my brother died. I became a soldier. In 1753, I led 200 soldiers to fight against the French in the French and Indian War. Later, I met Martha Custis. Her husband had died and she lived with her 2 children, Patsy and Jack. I married Martha in 1759. I brought my wife to Mount Vernon and made it the best farm in Virginia. I was commander of the Continental Army in the Revolutionary War for 8 years. During this time, I had 2 horses shot from under me. Later, I returned to Mount Vernon and got a cold. 2 days later, on December 14, 1799, I died.
We have found that you are a Freemason. For our audience, we will explain what happens when you become a Freemason. There will be an initiation ceremony. You have to take off your jacket and tie and remove any money or metal to show that you become a Freemason. poor and penniless. Your left trouser leg is rolled up to your knee. Your shirt is open to expose your left breast, and your right shoe is removed and replaced by a slipper. You are blindfolded to show your state of darkness, and a sort of noose is placed around your neck. In this blindfolded state, you are led to the entrance of Lodge 2 Light, where guard holds a pointed dagger to your chest. This is contrary to John 8, verse 12, which says that Jesus is the light of the world. Next, you're led to the chief of Lodge. You're forced to kneel him and answer questions, swearing an oath of secrecy. After you swear the oath of secrecy, the blindfold and noose are removed, and you are given a secret handshake. You have been accepted as an apprentice Freemason, told to obey the laws of Freemasonry, the Bible, and the spade.
I was born on April 13, 1743, in June 1776. I was asked to put into words the reason for the revolution. The thing I wrote is called the Declaration of Independence. The leaders approved of it, and I was elected governor of Virginia during the war. Then I was elected to the Continental Congress. I helped pass the Treaty of Paris. This treaty ended the war. Later, I was elected the third president of the United States.
What's your name?
Thomas Jefferson. I can't find the lens to Christian point of view.
Thomas Jefferson, you said that all men were created equal and you had slaves. You also rebelled against England by writing the Declaration of Independence. The Declaration was not godly. You also did not believe in the Trinity and church membership.
Is that it? I think so. That's it, isn't it?
Yes.